Hello, this is Elle's coming to you from Beamish Crafty Corner, and today I just wanted to show you guys something. So forgive my hands, but I've been dyeing paper, so my glove sprung a hole, so I got blue all over me. Okay, so a while back I made a journal, and it was like really morbid and death and stuff. And I wanted to show you guys how we did that. So, because I'm going to do another one. This one's a commission, so I don't care if I show people, because the person who's getting it is not going to see this video, okay? So, I start off with a piece of wallpaper, and the wallpaper that I choose has this texture to it. And the reason I do that is so that it looks really cool when I'm done. So, I gesso it, just like this, and then I take this big paint pouncer. And I don't paint it, I just dab the paint on. Okay? Because I want it to have texture. So, I just add paint to the dauber, and then I dab it on. And this is a big dauber, see? It's big. It's a 1.5 inch dauber. And yes, I use a lot of paint this way. And that's cool too, it doesn't really matter. Because, paint is cheap. And you can go to Walmart, and get a cheap paint for $1. Okay, and what I'm using is Americana multi-surface satin. Just putting some paint on there. Now, I'm using a satin paint because I'm going to put a cover finish on this when I'm done. So I'm just going to go over it and put on a single coat. Probably going to speed this part up because you guys don't want to sit here and watch this. I know, it's like watching paint dry, right? Just be careful when you're doing this, not to twist your brush when you get it on the paper, because if you twist your brush, you end up with this. You don't want that. You don't want that. That's not what you're looking for, okay? So, dab on the first layer. Pretty easy, right? Now, this is just a big piece of poster board that I use in the background here. And I do that so I can move this around. So if it's during, if I'm doing this during the day, then I can take this outside and put it in the sun for 3 minutes and it'll be completely dry. Yes, I really do that. So, I got one coat on. And now I'm going to let this dry. And then I'll be right back to show you what we're going to do next. Okay, so while the cover is drying, and I'll put the second coat on it, I'm going to talk about tie downs now. This I got from a package that was mailed to me, and I took the sticker off of it. And this is basically a priority mail envelope. As you can see, it's really strong. So we're going to be using this as part of our binding on our book. We've cut 2 pieces that are 9 inches by 6 inches, and 1 piece that is 9 inches by 1.25 inches for our spine. And then I went ahead and pulled some paper. And I've got variety here. I've got some rice paper, and some deli paper, And then I've got some, this is like just, like scrapbook paper. And this is some scrapbook cardstock, pieces of that. And then I have some ink dyed paper that I made myself. And this is 100% cotton paper. It's not regular paper. It's 100% cotton. And then I have this piece of parchment paper. And then I have some linen paper. Okay? And so I've taken all of these and I've cut them all down to a size that will fit within the context of the book. And then I just kind of put some pages together. Now, I'm not particular about the pages or the number of pages or where I put them or anything like that, okay? So I just put a bunch of pages together. And then I put some clips on them just to hold it. Okay. Now, normally I would say take a bone folder and like press these down really good, but I don't want to do that. And the reason I don't want to do that is because I have to stitch through these, so I don't want to break this fiber down any more than I absolutely have to. So I've made 3 signatures for this book. So I'm probably going to do like this. This one first, and then this one, and then this one. Okay? So I have 3 signatures. I have my cover pieces and my spine, and then my Tyvek to secure my spine. And then the only piece that I'm really missing is the inside cover. Okay? So I got to put the inside cover in. Now we put the inside in, because this is going to be pretty big, because these are 6 inches across. That's going to be 12. This is going to be like almost 13.5 inches across. So I'm going to need a big piece of paper for that. So there's a couple of ways that I can go. I can take 2 pieces of 8.5 by 11, and I can glue them at the center. I can use a piece of my Italian wrapping paper. That's really big. I could use like a piece of refrigerator, like freezer paper, if I wanted to put that in there. I could use like 3 pieces of cardstock and put a piece on either side, and then 1 piece in the middle, so it kind of moves around. I could use another piece of my wallpaper, or I could use some of the really big, huge pieces of cardstock that I have, because I have like really big sheets of cardstock, they're really monster sheets. So I could use those. And I'm probably going to use those. I'll probably put red in this, okay, because this is going to be another one of those kind of dark, morbid ones. Doesn't really have a name, it doesn't fit into anything in particular, so we'll call it Gothic. So I'm going to be doing that. And the order is actually, let's see, what's the order on this one? The order on this one's kind of weird. This is Gothic, heavy on the bats, bloods, corset, Victorian, death, steampunk, and teapots. That's what she likes. So that's what I'm going to put in here. Okay? So, spine, reinforcement, covers, signatures. The actual cover is over there, and you can't do anything until the cover dries. So, I'm going to wait for the cover to dry, and then I'll be back, and we'll put this whole thing together. Okay, so we took a piece of 16 by 20 and we cut it down to 12 3/4 inches across. And then, using a straight edge, an X-Acto knife, and a cutting mat, we cut this down to 8 1/4 inches across. And that should fit nice inside of our book. Now, what I like to do is I like to hold it down, kind of pre-fold a bit. Kind of gives me an idea of where that's going to sit. Okay. So now there's a couple of ways you can adhere this. One, you can put it down with glue. Two, you can put it down with tape. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some tape. Little double-sided sticky tape. I'm going to get close as we can to the edge. Okay. I'll take care of that. Don't worry about it. One piece down that center section of our spine. Not worried about this, because that's going to be inside. We're never going to see it. Now, normally I wouldn't use this, but somebody told me it was really good for this. I should give it a shot. Okay. Again, I'm going to use my bone folder. Make sure this is all pressed down. Again. Is he home? Is he home? Could you find out, please? Because his dogs are crying. Alright. And then, we're going to put some on here. Now I'm only doing this side. That. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start over here on the very corner. So I'm going to take my tape, fold it back. Take the end piece, fold it back. This piece, fold it back. Okay? Starting down here in the corner, and I'm going to kind of mock this side up first, the side that doesn't have any goo on it. And then I'm just going to adhere those little pieces of tape that I exposed. Pull out my tape strip. my brayer. And we're going to take this piece out. Brayer that down. I'm going to take this piece out. Brayer that. Alright, that's 1/2. One side done. Now we can put those creases in, we can actually pull this back a little bit. Now this piece, I'm not going to put any extra glue on this. I'm just going to have this piece of tacky strip. So I'm just going to take that out, press it down. Now we're going to move on to the other side. We've done this side. We've done the center. Now we're going to go ahead and do this side. To do this, take some more of this glue. And I normally use a wet glue for this, but I kind of want to move on. I'm not putting any glue here. Okay? We're just doing it over here. So put some glue over here. I'm not pressing too hard because I really don't want to crease this too much just yet. Okay? There we go. Now again, we've gone over this tape with the bone folder, so we know it's going to release. Okay? So we're going to start on this side, the inside corner. We're going to pull it back. We're going to pull this piece back. Okay. And then we're going to pull this corner back. So the first thing we're going to do is just kind of press across. Use the brayer. And then we're going to cut straight over. Do the same thing up here. All the way to the corner. Using our brayer. This is the same exact brayer that you use for your mixed media. Just a hard rubber brayer. We're going to press that down. Now, once we have this all adhered, we're going to come back to that center. We're going to use the smaller ball on our pottery tool. And you can pick the pottery tool up at any craft store. They sell them in a little set. Some places even sell them individually. So we went ahead and we put that in. Fold. We look at our corners, which match perfectly. Nice spine. Okay. Everything out here is adhered. And you can see it because of that wallpaper. It kind of has that old leather look to it. See that? Kind of cool, right? So at this point, we just want to decide what's our front and what's our back. And I kind of like this as my front. So I'm going to make this my front. And the way I make sure that I keep that as my front is I take a pencil and I just put a little teeny mark in the corner, okay? Because I'm going to cover this up anyway. I'm probably going to put some kind of a corner pocket in, so I'm going to cover that in a minute. All right, so that's our cover. Now, the next thing we have to do is we need to put in the hole, all the holes in here for our binding. Okay, so now anywhere these intersect is where we're going to poke a hole. So here, 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 and here, 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 and here. Now, at this point, I'm going to determine that this is my top. So I'm just going to mark the top. Okay? And we're going to use something to poke into. This is 5 or 6 sheets of the foam stuff glued together. Put that underneath there. I'm going to put this on, and this is where those binder clips are going to come in. Because I'm going to put a binder clip at the top and at the bottom. Now, since I painted this surface, I don't want to scratch it up. So take a scrap piece of paper and put it on the outside. Top and bottom. That'll keep the binder clip from biting into the paint. Because I haven't sealed the outside of this book yet. Okay? Alright. Now we're just going to make sure that our foam between our binder clips is even. And we're going to use it all. Poke a hole, take it out. Poke a hole, take it out. Poke a hole, take it out. We're going to do that to all the holes. Now, I'm sure you've seen people do this a dozen times, where they use 9 holes. And I have done that. I just don't find it to be as secure. So I just like to make sure that I really sew these pages in. So I put in 15 holes. Now, I have my holes. I have my template that tells me where the holes in my signatures are going to go. There's my template. And now what I do is for each signature, we're going to start with the center signature. I fold this on my center line. Okay? Because I'm going to be poking the center signature. And I want this to sit right in the center of my folds. So let's bring out the signatures, and we've already decided that this is going to be the first signature, this is going to be the second signature, and this is going to be the third signature. And this one here is, I'm going to show you why I like to use 5 holes. See this little short piece of paper here in the middle? If I used 3 on this, I might miss entirely getting this a second time. I like to make sure that I get at least 2 holes in everything. So if I put my 9 inches in here, I can see that I'm actually going to hit this at least twice. Okay? That's why I like to use a 5. So now I can put this in. Straighten up the signature here, which we know fits nicely into our book. We're going to take this, make sure we have the top. We're going to put that in. Now, when I do this, I'm going to make sure that one of the things that I do, just as a precaution, is I'm going to put a line on the outside, exactly where my top and bottom fit. That way I make sure that all of my signatures, if they're all cut the same length, all fit the same top and bottom in the book. Now, people sometimes clip this all together. I'm not a clippy kind of girl, but we'll do it. Okay? Then I just take my awl and I go in to the holes that I've already pre-punched. One more. My holes are all down the center. It's because I folded this to begin with. So now we're going to move on to the next one. We'll go to the first signature. So we're going to fold that line. I'm just finger folding this, but I'm making sure that I stay on that pencil line. And we're going to fold it back. So now, we have our signatures sewn in. This is our front. This is the back. So far, we have put together our book itself using some chipboard and some wallpaper that we gessoed and painted. We have some large cardstock inside here to give us our finished inside look. I used a textured cardstock to make it look more like cloth. I've sewn in 3 signatures, and we put these together using a variety of papers. And now we're ready to start decorating our book. Now, I do a lot of journals, you guys know this. So let me show you my process on how I do them as quickly as I do, okay? So I'm just going to clear some stuff off the desk here. I'm going to move the book out of the way to get a few things out, and I'll be right back to show you the process that I use that helps me kind of get through this as quickly and painlessly as possible, okay? So, hold on. I'll be right back with you. Okay, so now, I went through and I pulled out some things that I think I might be using. I pulled out some graphics, just different ones that I have, some steampunk stuff, some darker, more macabre stuff. So we pulled those. So we're going to set those to the side. Okay. Then I went ahead and pulled out my job box, and we all know my job box because I use it all the time. So I pulled out my job box, and in here I have some die cuts. I will probably use more than this, but I just got these out to get started. I have some different stickers and things here, some fabric pieces and some twine. I've got some of my wooden paper clips that haven't been decorated, some tickets and some gears and wheels and things, guitar picks and keys. Over here I have some tags, some pressed flowers. Then I've got a couple of book pockets here. I have some extra book pages out in case I want to use those. And then I have this pack of stickers that I specifically bought for this journal. And it's basically skulls and things like that. So, flowers and things. So I've got all of this that I may or may not use. As far as tools, I got out some corner punches, some tea-dyed cheesecloth. I have some glue. This is glue on a roll. Some double-sided sticky tape. A ruler, a pencil, bone folder. I've got my Xyron machine down. And I got out my jar of lace and trim. Now this is all pieces and stuff. It's not big yards of it. This is basically the leftover pieces that I may or may not use. But we got that. So, I usually do my cover last. And the reason is that unless I preset the design for what it's going to be, and I know that every single thing in here is going to be one theme, I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to put something on here that's going to dictate the rest of this book. So I always do this last. So now that I have out all my pieces and parts, I'm going to kind of look and see, where I'm going. And where I'm going is this. I know that I need some pockets. So I'll probably knock those out first, because they're the bigger pieces. So I'll knock out some pockets. Then I'll come back through. Once I have the pockets in that'll kind of set a tone, I will come back through and I will look at the more definitive pieces that I'm going to be putting into this. Now, the only other item that I may use in here, besides the ones that I've shown you, is possibly some washi tape. Okay? And some more scrap paper that matches what I've already put into the book. So I'm going to get started kind of looking at this and determining what pockets I want, how many pockets I need, and then we'll come back and start working on those. Okay? All right. See you guys in a little bit. So I got everything out, and I even cut up some more pieces. I went through and printed out some more stuff, and I just fussy cut out some more pieces that I can put into this journal. And I decided that the best course of action would be for me to do this live. So I went outside, I dyed some more paper. So now my fingers are red, well, purple, and because they were blue, and now they're purple. Yay! So I did dye some more paper, and then I came back and sat down and said, I'm going to do the rest of this live. So you guys can see me in all my ugly messing up, okay? So to see the rest of this journal being made, check out the live stream. Until the next time, guys, subscribe. Me might be out. Share me. I'm a crazy woman making a journal. Bye-bye.